Peace, peace, peace. Peace and power to people to struggle. What's going on? How you do, how you do, how you do. Peace, peace, peace. Y'all could already see what kind of day it has been for me. But we here. I'm glad you here. We gonna get it. Let's get to it. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers, for building and destroying. This is your space, a space of love, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space of intelligence and integrity. Okay, a space for kings, queens, masters, okay, matriarchs. This is our space, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration. And throughout the class, please keep all funding information. Funding hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western, red cups, blue cups, damn it, green cups, jingle bells, squeegee man pockets, got diggity doggy Santa, the collection plate, get the good pastor, tell him to bring his ass to class and pass the collection plate. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you getting up because your knees done got scraped. Don't wait until you're cuffed up. It's too late. Don't wait until you got to walk your ass down and find you an attorney down on Lawyers Row. It's too late. Don't wait till you get kicked up out of the track meet. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop sending each other outside. Looking like you done got into a hustle and tussle with the big show, limped up, arms in a sling, eyes with steak on it. Stop doing that to each other. It's not cute. It's not cute. If you or anybody you know, okay, you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. Man, conversations, events, past traumas, people, okay, places that should have your awareness levels on 1,000. You should be on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Long evening, long day. Peace to everybody that's here. Damn it, tag your classmates. Tell them to put the tweeds down. It's after 11. 5 minutes. Come on, man. Close up that bottle. Put that Wild Irish Rose to the side. Push that Oneida Train to the side. Yeah, put that shit down. Put it down. It's time for class. And while you at it, let's see who we gonna tag. Tag the ICE agents, y'all. They puss. Tag the ICE agents. Tag them. Tell them to come to class. And while you're at it, I think her name is Miss Price. If y'all know her, tag her. Tell her to bring her to class. Come on, Queen. This is for the black women. Black women, tag yourselves. Come to class, damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Also tag that Ofay with that Mutt on the subway. Tag that black woman. Tag her for standing tall. It's the Queens. Yeah, New York City. Yeah. Tag her. And tag them old face too. Tag them. While you're at it, damn it. Man, while you're at it, tag SAWEETIE. See? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Black women. Black women. Yeah. And then here goes Sweetie. Allegations of selling that cookie. God damn it, somebody tag SAWEETIE. And tag this fake ass madam or whatever her name is. She thinks she a Mac. Tag her busted ass too. Tag her. What's her name? Maybach May, the May with the May in the back. Tag her ass. Yeah, she may be going to jail. Tag her. Who else is up in here? Who else we got to tag? Let's see. Because it's late and I've been out all day. Somebody, black men in hip-hop, tag them all. Tag them all. And tag yourselves because y'all don't get it. Y'all still don't get it. This is a space for encouragement, enlightenment, militancy. That's what this is. We don't sit and dwell on the negative. Acknowledge it, analyze it, get that shit up out our mainframe. So tag everybody in hip-hop. Let's get to it. Who the hell's in class? Damn it. Murplo 26. Tierra, the young in South Jersey, 2nd. And Andrea Jones up this evening. What's going on? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 in the building. Bernie. Bam Woods. Philly in the building. Ab, what up, Ab? Ab is in the building on the late night. God damn it, let's go. Let's go. Oh, hey, Wood. Hey, Wood. Detroit, Philip Boom. What up? Yeah, we see you, Dust Bro. What's going on? Uh-oh, Thomas. That's in the building. We got a couple in the building, y'all. God damn it, keep your hands to yourselves. Until the end of class, god damn it. We got the couple in the building. What's going on? Eric Carlos, Riverwalk, San Antonio, what up? Sean Jenkins, Charles, what up? Think for yourself, what up? Hey, Ghoster, what's going on? Angel, what up? Kim Williams, what up? C-Plays, my sniper is up. God diggity dog, CR, Profit Getters. What up? Jay Waterbury, CT, what up, Connecticut? What's going on? Yeah, Will, peace, what's going on? Mike Arrington, what up? Mike, Philly in the building. Ricky Hugo, brother-in-law, uh-oh, let me find out, brother-in-law, pick this out. Let me find out. Brother-in-law in the building, what's going on? Mark Milliner, what up? Mike Nice, what up? Michael Guest, 55 for Michael Guest, 55 for Michael Guest. Get him, y'all. Yeah, get him. Yeah. Cookie, what up, Cookie? Cookie's in the building, yo. Cookie, what's going on? Yes, Cookie's in the spotty spot. Yeah, Cookie, that's what I'm talking about. We see you, and we send all the universal strength to you, babe. That's what we talking about. Strictly Game, what up? LA's in the building, y'all. We see it. CC, what up? Lovely lady, what up? Ooh-wee. Yeah, Rick Gatlin, what up? Bushhead, what up? That's what we talking about. Yes, that's what we talking about. We see it, huh? We see it. What's going on? Listen, brother-in-law, you know you put this together. Cut it out. Cut it out. Man, listen, long day. Started off with a funeral. Oh man, yeah, another one. You know, so my condolences to the our Lions family out there in Long Island. Educator extraordinaire. Yeah, educator extraordinaire, man. Beautiful soul, beautiful woman. You dig? Then had to make my rounds, didn't stop. All day in the community. I got another giveaway, y'all. I got another giveaway. Winter's coming. Winter is coming. And our most generous and number one supporter donated some lip gloss because she don't want y'all to have chapped up lips. She donated lip balm, Vaseline, and Vaseline cocoa butter lotion. So I'll be out there in the hood. Somewhere in the hood I'll pop up, open the trunk and get that out to the community. Yeah, cause y'all can't be running around this winter with the chipped up mouthpiece. That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, it's gonna be in the hood somewhere. And again, I'll do a little quick little vid. Come get your shit so your lips don't be chipped. Okay? Yeah. What else? Yeah. Some more books went out. If I didn't get you yet, send me a quick DM. Okay? If you didn't order, you better order. Them shit is moving fast. Okay? What else I got? So far, that's enough for the announcements. Let's get to it. Sean Jenkins said, give me the Vaseline. You can keep the lip. Well, it ain't lip gloss. Let me correct it. It was lip balm. They're not going to give out gloss. Nah, it was lip balm. You know, this particular classmate and donor, man, gives it up. Things that are needed, right? Things that are needed. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much this classmate has given over the past couple of years. Very consistent. You know, for the holidays, when it's not the holidays, cosmetics, household items, books and puzzles and games and toys for the children. Consistent. And we appreciate her heavily in this class. Okay, anyway, let's get to it because it's not a very deep class tonight. It's just some things that I couldn't let go past. I have to give acknowledgement to these two black women. I see both of them getting a lot of heat online, mixed reviews or comments. As I told you before, when you want to check the temperature in New York City, anytime there's a video that goes viral, you'll see all of the racist comments from the troll accounts, from the bot accounts, from actual people. You're going to see all that. If it's a news, if it happens to make broadcast news and they put it on their website or, you know, digital format, you'll see all the racist comments on Twitter and all that. So we have to big up these women. And my want is that somebody tag them, you know, because most of the time, since I've been telling the class to tag these people to get them in the class or to make sure they at least see the class. I'm not sure if it lands there. Okay, because I know for damn sure it don't land with the rap dudes. You know, it don't. It don't. You know what I'm saying? Or if it does, they too scared to reply. You know, I know how it goes. But these women need to be praised. They need to know that they're not alone, and that we are giving them their props for being them, and making sure that we know that that energy is still in New York City, that that energy is still there, and that we're not going to bow down to the bullshit. I told y'all, I've been telling y'all that microaggression, passive aggression, that's going to stop, and they're going to be overt in their attempts to trigger you. That's just what it is. Because they are now believing that they're in a comfortable space, that they are in a space where not only do they write law and policy, but they pass law and policy, and then they have the institution that they have deputized to make sure that these policies get enforced. And the only way for us to coexist, to be in this space, is to fight. That's just going without question. If not, these people are going to, and I'm using the term loosely, these individuals are going to attempt to keep running over us. Okay? Now, as I said previously, because people try to critique me when I say that violence is necessary in our ultimate goal, and they don't have an understanding what anger management is. And they always ask, well, how can you be a specialist to get people to control their anger, but you speak of violence? That's because your dumb ass don't know the difference between the two. You understand violence is a tool. Anger is an emotion. Anger is not even a primary emotion, but if your ass took the time to book an assessment and get the session, then you would know that. As I told you before, some of the calmest people, the people who are in their most calmest space, are soldiers that are committing genocide. They're not angry at all, but they're utilizing violence to get the objective done. You understand? So when I see our people, especially our Black women, in a space where they have been triggered and not allowing anybody to douse their flame or to make them a victim, we gotta applaud them. We have to applaud them. So the first woman I want to applaud, and again, there's going to be some pushback on it, right? But it was a necessary scene for a lot of people. And that's, and I believe she said her name is Ms. Price, because that's what I heard. That's what I heard in the mix of her being triggered and loud. I believe I heard her say Miss Price. Somewhere in that was the, the brown skinned sister who was ready to throw hands with ICE in 26 Federal Plaza. Okay. Now, of course, broadcast news wasn't going to show it. They usually have some type of story, but they keeping it quiet. Because again, this is how fascism is being worked in 2025. They're trying to keep it under wraps because if the people are alarmed quickly, it's going to turn up. And we're in a space now where it just cannot happen right now. So they're making an attempt to be subtle, especially in the media, because they've seen how other countries have turned up. The citizenry of the other countries have turned up because they don't rely on their mass media. They rely on each other. So of course we wasn't going to see this woman bark on the ICE agents. Now, from what I'm getting, from what I saw, from what I witnessed, I believe they were going to a hearing for one of their peoples, right? Immigration hearing of some sort. And upon this individual leaving, ICE is in there doing what they want to do, as they have been doing, you know, harassing people, terrorizing people, traumatizing people. But usually it were people of Spanish descent. That's who it's usually been. That's who the videos have been of that have went viral. Like when they pushed that lady down. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Maria, you know, crying and trying to get answers and all that. And this big punk ass pushed her down, fell on her back and all type of shit. She's crying, tormented. That's it. She's traumatized for, you know, for life. They took old Umberto and shit, took him to the back. And that for me, watching that was similar to watching them scenes in Roots, you know, with Kizzy trying to hold on, they taking the baby, they pushing her back, and you know, all that type of shit. And we could only imagine how that actually went down for our peoples. You dig? So Maria was all on the floor, they roughed her up, you know, claimed that dude got suspended, but we're going to get into why I don't believe none of that shit. As far as the suspensions and all that, she roughed them up, or she got roughed up. So again, here we go. Your mother cares. That's who cares. Your mother. And while you at it, tell her go get some camel nuts. It's after 11:20. Your mom should be eating her camel nuts right about now. Get up off of my class. Anyway, you know, they were attempting to do what they've been doing, which is instill fear. So I'm sure they, you know, from watching it, probably was pulling him to the back. However it was, because I'm seeing now different angles. But she was highly hot and began expressing herself and saying, y'all some punks. Punk ass, and they tried to, you know, get big on her, you know, get large and what? And she let them have it. Oh, she let them have it, and I'm sitting there like this. You's a bitch. Use this, use that. And the first thing they do is ask her, well, what's the matter with you? You all right? What's wrong with you? You know, trying to, you know, base on her. No, I'm not all right. I'm not all right because y'all's bitches. You punks. Straight up. Just like that. That's why you hide your face. Because you's a punk. So now again, yeah, they trying to intimidate her, push up on her. And one of them said, you want to go to jail? She said, jail? I'm not scared of jail. And I'm not scared of you. You's a bitch. I'm like, uh-oh. Now let's see. Let's see what they do with the melanated queen. Let's see how they move. Okay? So again, they try with the threat. You wanna go to jail? What you gonna do? She said, no, what are you gonna do? You don't want none of me, right? You don't want none of me. I hit hard. I said, oh my God. I hit hard. You don't want none of me. You's a sucker. You's a punk. You don't want none of me. I hit hard. And at that point, yeah. Yeah. That's when he hesitated. Said, that's why you wearing that mask. Cause you sucker. You's a scary. Try me. You try me. And he didn't want none at all. But his man tried to keep front. And then I guess the other officers who work in 26 Federal Plaza, act like a buffer and, moved her towards the elevator because she was tough. And then she got to cursing at him. Heavy this time. Try me. I hear her, you don't want to fight. You don't want none of me. That's why your wife, your wife right now getting dug out. Somebody digging your wife out right now because you's a sucker. Straight up. Straight up. And yeah, he was getting tight, but he was a bitch because he know that woman would have fought. Made her fought. Yeah. Yeah, I had to salute and I'm looking. I'm like, I want him to move. I want him to, because I guarantee you she would have dropped him. I know for a fact she would have dropped him. And he will never be the same ICE agent. Never. Because even though he had on that mask, people seen it, and his mans in them seen it. Yeah, they seen it. He said, you's a sucker. And tell Trump, I'm an American, you won't do shit to me. Okay? And they finally got her in the elevator. And she went off about her business. Hot, triggered, and really making an attempt to understand what is going on. As many of us are. I know what's going on, and I know what's going to happen in the near future. I know it. All I can do is just sit back and allow the time and the space to catch up for that event. Trust and believe it's going to be another Crispus Attucks or something, because they're making an attempt to put us back in that same energy where the foundation of this corporation is being questioned, where they have to reset everything. Just like with Crispus Attucks, it was that much confusion then. I keep telling y'all, I don't want y'all to ever forget that it's the same war. And I forgot what movie it was that went from scene to scene. You know how they do those quick time shifting scenes, and what was going on 100 years prior is the exact same thing that's going on. And then they shift to the future and it's the same exact thing. It's just that the people look a little different, but the energy in the scenario is the same. We're in the same space, I'm telling you. And they're unsure of what's going on. And that mentality is dying down. But you got some old people attempting to influence their young ones to keep that hold, to keep that stranglehold on the oppressed. But the energy, the consciousness is at a feverish pace right now. People are not slow. Of course, you got the sheep, you're going to always have them. But those who have been awoken are at a totally different level. Totally different level. Okay? So as she cursed this punk out, and I'm telling you, he felt it. That whole building felt. I told y'all, when black women are in a space, all energy and attention is on them. I don't care where they are. I don't care who they are. Whenever a black woman enters a space, all attention is on her. I don't care how ratchet she is. I don't care how elegant she is. All attention is on. We look. It's just, that's their energy. So in that space where she is voicing what she voiced, which many other people wanted to and haven't up until this point, they heard. She had that lobby shook. Shook. That's an energy that is felt. Okay? That energy is not going to ever be ignored. The only thing they could have done was knock her out. And she told him, I hit hard. You're going to have to do that. They didn't knock her down like they knocked Maria ass down. Okay? Nah. Okay, much appreciation for the subscription, Aria. You dig? She said, show Trump. I'm American, you can't do nothing to me. Now, y'all know how we do in this class. We question that. We question that. I keep telling y'all, there's going to be a time where that's going to be tested. I told you, Americans don't go through that. Americans don't go through that. People that they acknowledge as Americans, they don't go through that. I told you that. Americans don't go through that. Those who they consider 3/5 of a person, those who they consider the worker, the laborers of this corporation, you go through hell. You get charged for speeding tickets from a damn camera that you haven't had the opportunity to challenge. Your rents go up, your food go up, you're brutalized by police, you're stopped at any given moment. That's not American. That's not an American. You never seen them pull over Warren Buffett. You think every cop in America know who the hell Warren Buffett is? No, they don't. You never seen him get stopped, right? But they stopped old Bud, right? Huh? He just won his championship fight against Canelo. And they stopped his black ass and drew a gun on him. And should be everybody in that city should know him. That city and that state. He been repping that shit for the longest. The fuck, all the college football teams know. Everybody know him. They don't consider his black ass American. Okay? Warren Buffett right there. He never seen, they ain't pull him over in what? So while she's voicing that, she got to be mindful. And that's what this class does. I keep that shit in your head. You don't get the luxury to be off point like an American does. Okay? So we give her props. Now she can go to work and spit in the cup. I hope she's a nurse on the Upper West Side somewhere so she could spit in the cup. You understand? Because when they want to play, we got to play. They want to play, let's play. Now, the second melanated queen I got to give props to, and I know she should be an easy find. Yeah, she should be easy find because she was on the subway. Somebody gonna tag her right in it and say, yo, you need to watch this this General Bliz. He gave you a shout out. He loves what you did and loves the fact that you had your husband on speed dial. I would love to know the outcome. Well, let's get to it, because if you didn't see it, you will. Another viral video of this, shall I say, seemingly chic and meek and very stylish black woman who was on the subway, as many of you are, on a regular basis, dealing with New York City bullshit. Now, of course, in her attire, I'm sure that they thought the sister was very meek. I'm sure they thought that she was very refined, right? Because of her hair and her stylish glasses and the way she was put together. So this Ofay, with the passive-aggressive dumb shit that they like to do in New York City, because this ain't the 80s, where when we were representative of what y'all call the YNs, was busting Ofays in their ass. They knew their place. If they act up on that subway, their ass might get dragged through the subway car screaming. You dig? They knew that they had to keep quiet. But see, since 9/11, the energy shifted. And there has been a distance created between black men, black women, our youth, right, and our dudes that's on the street. Disconnect. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when we was coming through. And I'm talking about we coming through in crack era and all that, where people were just at their worst. But we took care of each other to a very real degree. When we seen them black women on the subway coming from downtown or coming from Manhattan and Midtown, and we knowing that our moms and our older sisters and shit like that look just like them coming from work, they ain't get messed with. Definitely didn't get messed with by no Ofay. If a Ofay got off at the wrong stop, his ass or her ass was meatloaf. She or he knew they better not miss that stop. They better not be on that 3 train past Franklin going towards New Lock. They ass definitely not better miss Utica. They ain't even come that far. Or they ass was Meatloaf. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that went for the A train as well, to be with any of that shit. But New York got soft since Snoop crushed the buildings. Okay? We won't keep it 1,000. And they doing a lot of little dumb shit since gentrification. A lot of stupid shit, like dogs and shit on a train. So as this stylish sister, okay? As this is standing on a crowded train, this little punk ass Ofay and a male, because I don't know if he's a man, but of the male gender, holding some little mutt. The dog, I guess, touched her or kept making an attempt to touch her. And she had to say, yo, I don't want this shit touching me. Control your dog. And his bitch ass took offense to it and said something to the effect of, I'm about that, I'm like that. To which she said, oh, word? I don't want this shit touching me. Control that dog. Now, I'm all the way with the shits when it comes to that. I don't like no pets, no animals, period. So excuse me to my animal lovers, but I don't give a damn about them shits at all. None. Especially when it comes to dealing with us. Shouldn't be in the same spaces at all. So all that new age support pet shit and all that weirdness, keep that shit in your house. Keep it where you moving outside. All that being in restaurants, on trains and all that. I'm glad I'm not one to have to take the subway anymore. But I'm sure this sister was coming from wherever she was coming from, whether it was work or handling some business, that we just are reserving our last bit of patience. This is why I say anger management is so important, because it helps you move through the course without having that heavy stress on you. But wherever she was coming from, she wasn't having it, and definitely not from no Ofay with a dog who, again, believed that this dog has privilege over a black woman. See the layers here? And then he had the nerve to talk shit as if, because see, they don't know us. They don't know how to differentiate us. And shit, she had me surprised too, because she had a whole lot of hood in her. And as always, Karen's, Ofay's, Becky's, Amy's came to her rescue. So again, came to his rescue. So again, I'm looking at it like a scene that I've seen before on television, where you had a whole bunch of, matter of fact, wasn't that the color purple when all them Ofays jumped on Sophia in the store? What's in almost every scene, or almost every movie has a scene where you have a whole bunch of Ofay yelling and screaming and then knock out, because they definitely came at her. Hard body. She was like, you can record, you can record, you can record. I don't want the Mutt around me. And I'm just saying that she should have called the shit a Mutt. And just like I always make sure my daughter, keep the box cutter on you. As soon as somebody even think, if you feel that energy, yo, because Because once you pull it out, you got to do your thing with it. I can tell you, Mr. Ofay man, whoever you are, you lucky that it wasn't me. But then again, you wouldn't have done it. So we're in a space where I keep telling y'all, they've been attacking our women for a long time. Any platform you saw me on throughout the years, I kept telling y'all, they are attacking black women. In corporate America, they essaying them. If they say something, they get fired. We already know about Grippergate in the entertainment industry. Black women are attacked. Why? Because they are the resource. This was a chess move. Kick the black man out, make sure he on the street, destitute, embracing criminology. For 2 generations, they had him locked up. They kept the black woman employed and as a main resource for her family and the community. Now they're taking it back. They've been taking it back for the last 8 to 10 years. Y'all just ain't noticed it. That's why they made sure that they had the lower thinking black woman in a space of whoredom. Yeah, you sell your ass for a Birkin. Make sure your best friend on TV is the sweet black man, that ultra feminine one that wears your panties. You know, y'all can share panties. That's your best friend. Keep that image so when the youngins come up, they won't have a clue. So this was a chess move. Now they're making an attempt to take the resource out because they need these resources. Why? Because Amy hasn't worked. And when Amy has worked, her and Becky started bumping pussy. So they is not checking for the dominance of the white man. They phased him out. You see, they don't care no more about him. And he never really cared about them, but he played himself and allowed them to get resource. You haven't been hearing them talk about a white woman CEOs in a long time, have you? Everything that was getting pushed and played through the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s, that shit is dubbed now. Y'all don't hear that. Y'all see them parading them around as much as they used to? No. So this black woman had to bark on them consistently. And as the rest of the white women on the train tried to jump on her, you're yelling, you're damn right I'm yelling. And as they took out their devices to record, she said, let's all record. I can record you too. But you, homie, you're going to get dealt with. Matter of fact, let me call my husband. So now it's a different ball game, Chad. Because I guarantee you, if her husband get to the next stop or wherever that she's telling him to come, your punk ass with the dog is going to get tightened up. Guarantee you. That's a charge any black man is going to take. Black man is going to go to Rikers Island about his wife. I guarantee you that. Whether he's square, whether he in the street. When she make that call, oh, he going to come. And he going to come in the right frame. Definitely. They ain't had to speak to each other for a week. She could have just cursed his ass out about the garbage and dishes and saying it better be gone when I get home. She could have just did that shit. But she got on that train and she banged that line and said, yo, listen, this white dude in here talking shit and he can hear the tone in that white voice. Oh, he's coming through. He coming through. So now all of a sudden he wants to call police. You see how they weaponize the police on a black woman, on black people, period. This is nationwide. Consistently, this is why I keep telling y'all we have no room to be enemies of each other. We don't. We need each other more now than ever. But y'all got so many ignorant fucking black people that just don't get it. Because they caught up in their own dumb shit, and those are the ones we have to move away from. You got to move away from them. You don't care if they family, you don't care who they are. Move away from them. We have to be in a space where it is on code. It is automatic. Because no one was on that train supporting that black woman. Not one person. I don't know if she was on the B, going to damn Brighton Beach, or the D, going to Sheepshead. I don't know what train she was on. But I ain't see nobody step up for her. I ain't hear nobody step up for her. And she held her own and held it down. She get props. She get props. And she get props for surprising the shit out of me. She ain't look like that she was going to give him the business like that. Yeah, she had that hair flailing and them glasses. I said, uh-oh, y'all done got the wrong one. See how deceptive that shit is? And that's how deceptive you got to be. I told you, East New York, me and my clique, my dudes our age, shit, we used to play pussy. That's what we say. That was a focus of ours. We not loud. We not boisterous. Because we praying. We predators. We don't fit the description. We don't want you to see us coming. Because by the time we on you, it's too late. So we play pussy. So we dress a certain way. Carried ourselves a certain way. But was dangerous like a mother. Man, man, listen. I don't have to tell you the story. I don't do that. I hate people who do that. But I'm telling you. You ask anybody about them 1985, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91 East New York kids. He be on your ass quick. And the chumps in the street looking like, what the hell is that? Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Y'all had the whole world thinking Walter was 6'5", 300, black and ugly. If y'all know who I'm talking about. Ain't nobody know Walter was like that or look like that, though they front now. Everybody knew him and know him. Man, niggas thought Walter was looking like Preacher around this motherfucker. Because that's how East New York give it up. The best of us, you wouldn't have seen us coming at all. So I didn't see that sister coming, and I guarantee you that Ofay didn't. That's why he thought that little punk-ass dog could do whatever, lick whatever. And in the comments, you're going to see mad white folk. Oh, that dog was well-behaved. The scary black woman shouldn't have said anything. All she had to do was move. Stupid shit. Michael Vick type shit. I'm telling you, if I didn't like dogs a little bit through my whole childhood, adolescent, and young adulthood, I damn sure ain't like him after Michael Vick. Ruined his life over some mongrels. You crazy? Them shits don't love y'all. Leave that shit outside and see what happened. The first human that come by to feed it, that shit is going with him. That's a mind thing. So when y'all see the sister, give her her props. Salute her. Let her know to remain militant, okay? Yeah. Love them black women. Love both of them. Stood her ground. Stood her ground. Yeah. And when you see that Ofay, yeah, tell him make sure he respect black women. Keep your punk ass dog off the train. And I did hear her say that shit ain't even in a bag. I'm telling you, New York is real loose, and I understand why those who don't have consciousness and patience are crashing out on people. I see it all day, every day. Okay? Every day. Because they just don't have no patience, and people are bugging out doing weird shit. And you can't do weird shit around New Yorkers. You can't. But I'm telling y'all to reserve yourselves. Don't go down for no bullshit. If you yourself are exuding a certain energy, if you yourself are respectable or are dealing with the world with humility, then you'll get the graces when you gotta bust somebody's ass because you're not moving around in a malicious state. So be calm, be easy. Use judgment before you show your fangs. Okay? That's why those women won. Because they were right. Okay? Now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be. Got to be. Especially the sister that balked on the ICE agents. She got grace. The universe graced her because they know that they wrong. And she know that they wrong. I want y'all to just think about it, man. For real, for real. Now, I haven't said this shit before. But I'm going to tell you right now. I'm telling you. I know for a fact that them ICE agents is moving like that and they running around like that because most of them is the Proud Boys. Y'all ain't hear shit about the Proud Boys since this dude got back in office. Since he pardoned all of them. Where the hell y'all think they at? As much noise as they was making, they quiet all of a sudden, they disappeared, they gone? Hell no. Proud Boys, them oath keepers, that's your ICE agents. Why you think they move like that? They don't move like police. They don't move like anybody that's had any type of training. They're sloppy. Their posture is off. They don't know what they're doing. You put up a struggle, they don't even know how to hold you. These things are taught. Basic restraint. That's why as soon as y'all start popping their head off, as soon as y'all start giving them $1.50, you're going to see it. They're going to fall back. They're not going to know how to move. But you all have to understand, are they deputized agents of the feds? And what is the charge for knocking one of their block off? You dig? But those is nothing but oath keepers and Proud Boys, other Aryans, neo-Nazis and shit. They're not even, I wouldn't even say a lot of them is ex-COs and shit that they went. Yo, where they get them from? How did they train them? Where was they trained up that fast? They're not military. Military don't hold themselves like that. Nowhere. So where they come from? Why are they body shaped like that? Ain't none of them in, very few of them are in shape. You understand that these are regular smuggler ass people? Y'all got to put them on their pocket. You have to. I mean, most of us don't because, again, we're not in the line of their fire. That's why it's consistent with who they doing it to, the migrants and all that. So You understand? But I'm telling you, remain militant because they practicing on them dudes. They're practicing on those women. So they could use them to turn up at any given time. And they wearing those masks because they might be, you know, gym teachers. They might be, you know, ex-truck drivers that lost their gig. It could be any fucking body. But they doing it to the right people. They doing it to the right people. Okay? I mean, I seen a video. Strictly Game, did you send me that video? Where they had homie? Yo, they fighting with this dude. Got him in the street. He's yelling help. They fighting this dude for like 4 minutes. 3 of them, they can't get him. One of them got his hammer out. He's scared. The rest of the Mexicans is coming over. They could not get this dude. They couldn't get him off the floor. They couldn't get him in the car. And he wasn't even built like that, but he was in such of a panic and a rage. And I'm looking like, look at these bitches. And all his people had to do, in all reality, was just go get him. Just get your punk ass out the way. But he fought and struggled and fought. I'm watching this shit. I'm like, damn, this shit like 4-5 minutes. They can't get this dude. That's how you know they have zero training. Zero. Because they nobodies that they deputize some way, somehow. Now, not all of them. Because I've seen the application forms. I've seen the website where they saying this is the qualifications, this is this and that. So you might have some coming out of law enforcement handed, but it's spread out. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Majority of them dudes is Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, neo-Nazis, fucking yahoos. Now, like I said, I only talk 1/3. And I can only tell you to remain militant. Get busy. I gotta get busy. If it's directly affecting you. Okay? If it's directly affecting you, get busy. Okay? Now, finish that. Okay? I think I'll get into SAWEETIE later on. Because it ain't really that important. But black women, I keep telling y'all gotta start checking these whores. Because y'all looking real nasty out here. I gotta get to this. One of the classmates, matter of fact, one of the classroom assistants, sent me this post. And I didn't respond to it. Because I wanted to wait till tonight. I don't know where you got the post from. I think it's Twitter. Really didn't care to research who and what it is from. But I want y'all to rock with me on this. Because, again, we encourage life. We think positive. I want y'all to make sure y'all stop with the negative shit. Again, we look at it, we take it, we analyze it, and we get rid of it. Now, I know it was just, you know, a post like they always post. But it struck me. I said, hold up. Now, this is a post, right? About the deaths in hip-hop over the last few years. And it says that in the articles mention some of the black entertainers that we've lost over the past few years weren't able to reach 60 years old. And it said it was something that it revealed about black men's health. So they said DMX was 50, Coolio was 59, MF Doom was 49, Nate Dogg was 41, Prodigy was 42, Shock G, 57. Black Rob was 51, Irv Gotti was 54. DJ Mr. C was 57, Rico Wade was 52, True Goiter Dove was 54. Phife Dawg was 45, Biz Markie was 57, and now D'Angelo 51. So now I'm looking at the post, and immediately, like I said, immediately, because I've been to more funerals in the past 3 years than I know most people have done in their lifetime. I done buried close family members, associates. I done been to so many that I'm dizzy. When I go and send out my invites on Facebook Messenger, and I'm running down certain letters of the alphabet, and I hit my A's and the B's and the C, I can see at least 6 or 7 dead people per letter that I went to their funerals. So, you know, it's at a space now where I'm like, damn, people transition. But when I'm seeing this, I said, yo, this shit is not representative of where he trying to go with it. So I'm like, DMX and Coolio, right? Shock G, Black Raw. I'm saying, hold up. They had different issues that could have attributed to why they transitioned. Now I'm saying Phife, Biz, and I know for a fact what you don't have on here, DJ K Slay, Prodigy. Okay? These individuals had pre-existing health conditions that they dealt with their entire life. So when you're talking about black men's health in hip-hop, and you putting the connotation here that they're not taking care of themselves, and people sitting in that, I'm like, stop that shit. Stop it. Because if you get stuck in that, and you are in a space where you're watching people in your family having different mental struggles or health struggles, this is a very morbid post. This shit is morbid, yo. And is not reflective on what's going on in hip-hop for real with black men's health. Now, they said they didn't reach 60. And, okay. That's true for what you got on this list for the people who transition. But when I look at hip-hop, yo, let me just run down the line since they wanted to name people and run down their ages. Let's see how Bliz do this shit. Kool Moe Dee, 63. Looking mighty fine. I don't know what's going on, but he's looking mighty fine. He's 63. Melly Mel is 64. Brolic. Yeah. DMC, 61. Yeah, looking damn good. Dougie Fresh. God damn it, Dougie Fresh looked the same as he did when he was all the way to heaven. Dougie Fresh, 59. Looking great. Yeah. Doing all this shit. Yeah. Hip-hop looking damn good. Slick Rick is 60. Kool Keith is 62. Okay? KRS is ripping the microphone till he's motherfucking 60. He's 60. Big Daddy Kane is 57. Cool G Rap is 57. God damn it, the youngest in charge, Special Ed, is 53. Hip-hop is looking damn healthy. Damn healthy. Hold on now. Nah. Tretch, Vinny, and KG. 54, 55, and 56, respectively. Still naughty. CL Smooth is 57. Freddie Fox is 56. EPMD. Eric in Paris is 56 and 57. Hold on now. It's Black Men's Health in hip-hop. Yeah. Hold on now. Pause. Yes, Paz the Noose is 56. Prince Paul is 58. Hip-hop looking real good and healthy. Knock, knock. Hold on. Ice-T is 67. God damn it. Ice Cube is 56 and King T is 56. Willie D is 58. Hold on. Willie D is 58. Uncle Luke is 64. I'm saying, what was they saying about Black Men's Health and hip-hop? Hold on now. God damn it, Jay-Z. Now, this might be a lie when they say he 55. I know that shit is like a J every day is 61 or 62 or something, but they said he 55. Nas is 52. Nas is 52. What's up? No, what's up, man? You see how this shit can be morbid and shift your energy if you're not looking and thinking in the right space? Hold on, MC Light is 55. Hey, girl. Salt, who just dropped some shit. Salt is 59. Hold up, man. Yo-Yo is 54. Hold on. Yo-Yo is 54. And goddamn it, Rod Digger, who came out much later. Rod Digger is 50. She 50? Really? Rod Digger 50 or Rod Digger young cookie? God damn it, Rod Digger Tenderbox. What's up with Rod Digger's 50? Hold on, but y'all saying that Black Men's Health and hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? How you have to shift certain shit so that it don't ruin your energy? You can't put this narrative out here when I'm knowing something better. Look, RZA's 56. The Jizzer's 59. And Devon gotta be 50. God damn it, the entire Wu-Tang Clan is over 50. Entire clan. Not near none of them under 50. What's up? Oh, they will make it. I already gave you those who's over 60. But see, when you sitting in a space that's dark and gloomy, you look for that. You don't look for the positive. You don't look for this shit where most of these dudes been in the industry over 30 years. But when you have been conditioned and trained to look at the negative because that's the space they want you to sit in, then you don't know no better. Much appreciation, C Blaze, because ain't nobody hit the war effort yet. But we good. I understand why. Because, see, the resentment starts to kick in when I'm not a victim, when I stand in intelligence and in love of my people, the resentment kicks in. See, that's the shit that Malcolm and them had to fight through. The shit and once you fight through it, then you become a different type of leader. And you would hate for your leader to resent the people, because then shit get different. So I understand that. But, you know, keep it in the chat. Much appreciation, my sniper. You dig? That's how it get. That's how they treated Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, because he was too dark. When you dark and intelligent and militant, nobody likes that shit. Because there's a fear that you really might win. So I understand that shit. I know how this shit move. I know how this shit move. You dig? But we have to look at ourselves differently. We have to listen to ourselves differently. Amazing minds, much appreciation for the war effort. I already know how this shit move. Stop looking at negative shit. We know why DMX is going at 50. We lucky he lived that long. It's like, come on. Five Dog was battling diabetes. He told you that. Huh? A funky diabetic. Do you understand? So when he's saying ain't nobody living past 60, and I could, listen, I didn't even go in. I didn't go in. Rapper Jalil is over 60. He here. Grandmaster Cass is over 60. He's still here. I could go for days. Days. What are we doing here? There's a whole lot of over 60s. A whole lot. So that ain't right and exact. That's not right and exact at all. Yeah. Yeah. That ain't that list I got. I just wanted y'all to see that. That even our youngest at a specific time, Special Ed was 16, damn it. He 53. Okay? I got it made and all that. Solid gold bone and all that is 53. All right? Hip-hop is energy. Hip-hop is good health. They just got to manifest it and live by it. And for y'all think y'all looking at when y'all see me, think I'm some young chicken? Wet behind ears and all that shit? I'm a result of hip-hop. That's that energy. So we're not getting into it. We're not allowing that. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'll keep that shit moving. All right? Yeah. Yeah, keep that moving. We think positive, progressive, powerful. That's what we do. We're not doing that. We're not beating ourselves down. We're dealing with reality. And if you stay away from the bullshit that can harm you, then nah. Hip-hop will give you everything you need. Everything you need. Because we all put into it. And it gave back. Listen to the lyrics. Let's just gotta listen. You can get every lesson, every degree you want out of hip-hop. Every degree, every lesson. Listen. It's there. It's there. All right? So, yeah, it's after midnight. Like I said, this SAWEETIE story, man, first it was a couple of days old, and I didn't know nothing about it. Because I don't follow these little strumpets that come from nowhere and blow up. But when they start saying that she was selling that cookie, that little musty box was for sale, I said, might be something behind the story. Might be something behind it. And then, all of a sudden, I get into the story, and they saying that she whole cake that was getting macked on by a broad. Not only macked on by a broad who's not even from this country. Not only was she getting macked on by a broad that's not from the country, but the broad is from a country where her cookie might have been circumcised, mutilated. So she ain't even in her right mind to begin with. How'd that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. They got all of the pimping up out of the game. See, all this exposing people, exposing athletes, exposing actors and rappers, and let me tell you something. People act like, or let me change that. People are not acting like, people are ignorant to the fact that once the macking is going, once the pimping is out, all things happen. This is a clusterfuck. That's what's going on. Because you don't get exposed when you dealing with somebody who's in the game for real, for real. If these little rusty ass broads wasn't renegading, they was paying somebody, wouldn't been happening. But a broad can't mac on nobody. That's why she telling. Because she out of pocket. And she might, whoever, what is the chick name? May with the Maybach or whatever. She might have jammed herself and talked herself into a bid, especially if she talking about some shit in Dubai. Dummy. You talking about you setting people up with clients? Are you stupid or something? Got to be. But see, that's because she wasn't introduced to the life in a proper way. You got to come through the door. You have to come through the door with somebody who has the intelligence. See, pimping. Someone who's a bona fide Mac. There is a specific level of intelligence of the game. That is why shit is out of order right now. I told y'all before, technology is macking these hoes. AI, Instagram, OnlyFans is macking these hoes, so they out of alignment because you can't get no game from a technology. Game has to come from a certified Mac, certified, battle tested, track and blade tested. That's the only space you gonna get some game. You can't get game from a technology. You can't. So you got all these renegade little dusty hoes with their crusty boxes running around, and when things don't go right, now the telling, the exposing, you didn't get that shit. That wasn't part of none of that. And it's only been able to muster because you don't see no max. It's gone. It's gone. She claiming she putting plays together and she had SAWEETIE out there and she lined SAWEETIE up with individuals who had paper. You know the broad is a bozo, because Heidi Fleiss, when she got bagged, and she's an Ofay. She's a Becky that just happened to put the shit together. She never told. Who is this dummy from the continent talking about she lined shit up in Dubai with soccer players and all that? She's telling you online, putting it out there, talking about give me my money, pay me my money. Really? Wow. If her ass don't go to jail, y'all know what's up. But this is what we talk about when we saying they let these little renegades into the industry. Because the industry made sure that they was never going to have another Lauryn Hill. They was never going to have another Jean Grey or Rod Digger. They was never going to have none of that. No. That can't happen. We got to make sure that the next set of brown women, melanated women come up and don't understand their value and will allow they box and they grippers to get destroyed for a bag, for a Birkin bag, for a Fendi bag, for a Louis bag that they making for $10 and $12 in China and coming over borders telling y'all it's worth $20,000. So now your cookie is worth $20,000. The space where you give birth to gods is worth a bag, you stupid bitches. Y'all the dumbest bitches I ever seen, because y'all don't got no game. You refuse to come through the channels. And when you don't come through the channels and you skip through shit, you don't know what you're doing. You can't skip through the paragraphs of any book. You won't know what the book is about. You can't miss one sentence in the book. A writer writes in a specific order in order for his audience to understand. Whether it's fact or fiction, you can't skip. So when these dirty ass broads come out and they skip the tutelage of somebody who specifically studied and practiced the lifestyle, they bump their head. See, they skip it. The industry allowed them to skip it because they say, yeah, this is the pretty bit. This one here, right? This is who you want because this is what we set up. But them industry executive dudes ain't no pimps and max. They don't know shit about the game. Just like I keep telling y'all, ain't none of these rap dudes pimps. None of them. They don't know a thing, a clue about the life. Because they didn't get their bread or notoriety from the life. Niggas got paid by a banker. They got paid by a bagelmeister for a record. So they got the tools, they studied the max, they went and got the tools, but they not max. They don't know no game. They didn't get no money off of Blade. They didn't get no money off of Track. They didn't get no money out of no broad ass. So these is not pimps. But they played a role, y'all put them in a video And the kids don't know how to differentiate. The kids ain't never seen it. You understand? So they don't know. So these little dirty broads don't know. And by the time they become young ladies and adults and the industry is showing them and maneuvering them and putting them in spaces where some dudes do have resource, they don't know how to get it. So they go and get shitted on, doodle on the chest, on the forehead. They get diddied. And a broad that's thinking she orchestrating a play. So Sweetie allowed a broad that might not even have her whole lady parts in play. They still getting castrated over there. Taking their love button out. What the hell she know about Macking anything? Where they said she from? Where's she from? Ethiopia? Eritrea? Where's she from? They got tracks over there? She don't know nothing about Macking. That's why she's snitching now. So again, I didn't want to touch it, okay? Because it doesn't, further the liberation cause. But I don't want y'all to ever dismiss them. There have been some revolutionary and liberating efforts, okay, at the hands of them same women that people are believing are extremely loose and don't have enough up here. I keep telling y'all, you go study the Algerian War, the war in Algiers with France Fanon and how they utilized ladies of the evening. All right? There is a space for everybody. I told you we need everybody in this war, but not that entertainment shit. This shit is a dummy. And I thought SAWEETIE would know better than that. But again, it's easy. I'm telling you, telling you. Greed and the idea of success, you could take almost anybody about. You could take the Squares broad up off her goddamn job where she guaranteed to make 6-7 figures. If in her mind that ain't what she want to do, you could put her on a blade because this is what American society is about. That's what it is. Capitalism breeds hoes. Man hoes, women hoes. That's what it does. It's not only a female thing. Shit, y'all see what it did to Kevin Hart. Y'all seen what it did to Steve Harvey. Y'all seen those are man hoes. Those are Deuce Bigelows. John Cena, much appreciation for the super chat. I'm serious, they hoes. They man hoes. That's what capitalism breeds. That be because you begin to think that success and the measure of it is dollars. So people do all type of shit just to be around other people. When you don't have the belief in self, or you don't understand and have the game under cap because you haven't played it, easy for them to get caught up. So SAWEETIE over there, might have had tons of doodle on her chest until she got with this dude who, again, is fascinated by the fact that he has an American rap star. And she might have licked up in his gripping, so, woo, he running through the soccer field at 110 miles an hour. You understand? But there's no substance in that. It's a game. That's how people get caught. That's how you get drug up. You watch, you see somebody with the tools, and they talking real slick and real smooth. Next thing you know, your ass is on a blade, whether it's a literal blade, or they got you on corporate America, or they got you on a movie set somewhere. Okay? A track is a track. The true Mac, he got his track up here. He know where he wants you to put you. He know where he want to place you. Simple as that. No sleep, much appreciation for the super chat. Once you know, you can never act like you don't. Okay? You dig? I'm always want y'all to look and make an attempt to really figure this shit out so you can dispel any idea of this shit being powerful. These individuals are weak. They have nothing. If they did, coming from where they came from, you would see the get back. That is done. Once you up in it and you strive to get there and you going through those channels, they're lost. They're lost. If not, let's see. Let me put it like this. Who's more powerful? Or who would y'all believe is more powerful in these spaces? Is Kevin Hart more powerful than Steve Harvey? I want y'all to think about it. I want y'all to be sheep for once. Act like you've never been in my class and you don't know shit. So the appearances and what they speak of and what they claim are accomplishments. Who is more powerful, Kevin Hart or Steve Harvey? In their lanes, both comedians, both in their spaces, who's more powerful? And you would think it. Ain't no wrong answer, but it's really based on what Ofay they connected to. Because ain't none of them can do shit without them Ofays. Again, let's give you another one. Who's more powerful, Michael Strahan or Stephen A. Smith? You both coming through sports. I want y'all to look at these black bastards. I'm trying to get y'all to see something here. Potential Grounds, LLC, much appreciation for the super chat. Didn't Biggie do a skit about taking a deuce on a woman? Yeah. Huh? Y'all gotta get it. So you looking at Stephen A, right? Who's his bosses? His bosses is Disney. He's in the sports. You looking at Michael Strahan? Who's his bosses? Disney. Who? Because ain't shit coming from none of them. You understand? You can't sit there. You would have to literally sit and think and be like, damn. And at the bottom of your focused thoughts, you would have to break it down in a scientific equation and say, yo, if I don't know, right? Because X is unknown. If it's in an algebraic equation, X is unknown. If you don't know the Ofay, if you don't know who the Ofay is that they answer to, you can't even answer the question. How y'all like that shit? Stephen A ain't no more powerful than Michael Strahan. Michael ain't no powerful than Stephen A. Kevin Hart ain't no more powerful than Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey ain't no more powerful. Because whoever the Ofay is that gives them the green light to say or do shit or even to go home and get their grippers dug out is the one that hold the power. These niggas is shiftless. Understand that. So when you get these young girls like SAWEETIE and what's the name? Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. Marie Harvey and all these little nasty stink box little bras that y'all fawn over, and they understand because they can't get shit from daddy. They can't get shit. They understand the holder of resource, which is why they bend over so quick, which is why they bounce from dude to dude. Come on, man, this is high science. This is high pimping now. Don't get macked on. Be a liberator. Be militant. Don't get macked on. Don't devalue who you are based on some trinkets of what somebody dangling in front of you. Because, bitch, when you making that quota every night, you going to never, ever get up out of it. You stuck in it. It's being dangled in front of you. The only problem, SAWEETIE let a bum bitch from overseas twist game on her. Come on now. Come on now. And she ain't nothing but a renegade. I don't know why they calling her Madam or Maybach or whatever. She ain't nothing but a renegade or somebody who never had no type of instruction. Because she told. She told. Not just to them, not just to whoever she around. She told. She told the world. Only a renegade gonna do that. Ain't nobody with no Mac. Ain't nobody that's paying a pimp gonna do that. Because he gonna make sure he straighten her out. I'm just letting y'all know. So all this exposing the shit y'all seeing, same shit with Cassie, same shit with Puffster, same shit, same shit. Same shit, Superhead, all that. These is renegades. I'm hipping y'all to something, man. Don't get macked on. Don't let what? Maybach Epstein. Huh? That's what it is. That's what that's what they turn our people into. People who knew science and math, who would speak to the universe and the universe would speak back. Okay? Y'all think Thanos and all that shit is fake. Y'all think Galactus and all that shit is fake. And Professor X and y'all think all that shit is fake. You can't write a story like that. Stan Lee can't imagine that shit. Somebody hit him with the scrolls. They let our people fall from grace. You used to speak to the universe. Now you let Whitey tell you, shit. You can't even speak through the church. You can't get past the church walls. You can't get past the mosque wall. But if you bend over and let us smell your butt, we'll give you a bag. And then your people will think you somebody. Come on, man. This ain't hard. This isn't hard. You dig? This ain't hard. Because I love my people. I'm giving you some shit. There's nothing more valuable than you. Remain militant. All right? Remain militant. So, my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down as always. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Sincerely, much appreciation because we have plenty of work to do. A lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work. Okay? And it gets no easier. Epstein and the Maybach, it could be either or. It could be either or. You did, we have to ask Rosebud that. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. There's, you know, sometimes you gotta let it be known that you're not square to shit. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Okay? Yeah, because it get weird. It get weird out here. It definitely do. All right, so much appreciation to my classroom assistants, to those who funded the war effort. Make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe out there. Remain militant. I don't know where everybody is, though I try to. I'm making my damnedest to try to know where everybody is from in this class so I can research and study the different laws, state by state, city by city. You understand? Because you have to be equipped with certain legal language and know-how. We don't have any rights. None. However, that should never prevent you from fighting when you know you're in the right. That's the only thing that's going to stop these people from doing what they do. They got to get dropped. They have to be corrected. They have to be corrected. So city by city, state by state, I advise y'all to look up the laws, violence against a peace officer. You dig what I'm saying? Violence against somebody that's deputized, you know, knowing what it is when they don't, you know, identify themselves, all type of shit. When they coming in the mask, listen, I'm telling you, if they spook you and they get it, then that's on them. That's on them. But y'all gonna have to know the legal spaces to get around that. Okay? Understand that. Be on point. I just saw another video with Shorty in Oklahoma. I think it was Oklahoma open carry. They stopped him and he barked on him. Checked his gun, all that. They got to give it back. He's like, yo, give me my shit back. You can't do nothing. You know the law. You shouldn't even have stopped me. Yeah, so understand that. Understand that so far, I ain't see a lot of ICE agents running up on people that they know got that blick on them, that thing, that feather, that's something that'll tighten their ass up. No. Okay? So be safe out there. Remember, keep your paperwork all good. No ratting. You know, my truckers, y'all be safe out there on them highways. Stay away from them rest stop dots. What up, Neef Buck? We see you, Philly. Okay? Yeah. Understand it. All right? And we'll talk. What's tomorrow? Thursday? We'll talk. Yeah. Yeah. We'll find something to discuss, won't we? Well, because I know y'all are. I know y'all are. We'll find something enlightening to discuss. Indigenous warrior, much appreciation. Peace. What's going on? You dig? Oh, Jeff Sparks, your ass came. Okay, we see you in the spotty spot. All right. Yeah. Brooklyn Jewels. God damn it. I thought we was having coffee. Molly, what up? Peace. GP, what's going on? So again, to those who donated, the materials that I'm going to give out, much appreciation. You dig? And the war efforts. And 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.